You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. I'm trying something new to me, well, pretty new to me. Thermaling. What you do is you motor out, or in my case you motor out, into like the open area, try to catch rising columns of air so you can turn your motor off and still gain altitude. Oh, I'm sinking, I think. Next to the lift is sink. And I'm really new to this. I did it once with Eric Farewell, but I tried it again and I didn't realize how much he was helping me find the thermals. I mean, he was saying it the whole time, but for some reason I just didn't appreciate the fact that I wasn't doing it on my own. Because when I went out and tried it solo, I didn't find any lift. You might hear beeping every so often. When you get that high-pitched beeping, it means that I am rising. And if you get really low-pitched beeping, which I haven't heard yet, but it goes bah, that means I'm sinking. It only goes off when you're sinking a lot. Since we've started talking, I've gained about 150 feet. The beeping thing is helping me a ton. There's something called the elevator effect. You know how you go in an elevator and you feel it at first, lift you, and then nothing. You're just feeling it like you're standing still until it slows down, then you can feel that. Same thing in a car. When you're going, whatever, 70 miles an hour, you're not feeling 70 miles an hour. You only felt it on the way up. So this beeping thing called a vario, it helps me overcome that difficulty, you know, like just telling whether you're going up or down by using the force is pretty difficult. I couldn't do it without it, I don't think. Wow. Since I started this, now I've gained 300 feet. I think, oh, there's lift. It's scary. Maybe I don't know if I should be or shouldn't be. Before I did this with Eric Farewell at Aviator PPG, he said this is the most dangerous thing that you can do in paramotoring. Surely there are more dangerous things, but Kyle Mooney, who works there, he's one of the instructors, he's like, what's the most dangerous thing? And I was like, thermaling? He goes, oh, yep. Really? So we just generally agree that this is like death-defying? I think it's really cool, so I'm trying it. Basically, I hunt down a column of air, and I knew that I was hitting something thermally because it was really bumpy right here. So I just kind of hooked left and stayed with it. I have now gained a total of 600 feet since I started this video. I guess I'm doing it somewhat right. The danger is that this is turbulent air, right? This air is the equivalent of like whitewater. You know, it's one thing to swim in a pool, and it's another thing to swim in a whitewater river. So yeah, another 100 feet. I'm at 2650 right now, and I seem to be tackling this thermal core pretty well. My parents left yesterday, but my brother's family is here. My brother didn't have the vacation time to come, but his sister and his kids are here. My sister-in-law and my niece and nephew. So they watched me launch, and that was cool, but it was like, don't mess up your launch. But I didn't. Everything was fine. I wish I could show you my altimeter here on my watch. I need my brakes. I'm busy flying, and I want to show you how I'm gaining altitude with the numbers, but I'm busy flying, and I'm just a little spooked. I'm not completely nerve-free in this situation, so forgive me if I'm not like hanging up my brakes and showing you my altimeter. But it says 2687 right now. And I hear the beeping. I don't know how well the mic is picking up the beeping, but it means I'm still lifting. That's sinking. So I think I'm sinking right now. I'm at 2885, so I went up and down. I kind of got distracted from where the lift is. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, Jisoo. All right. Let's find that again, I guess. So, anyway, I launched in front of everyone. It was a little sketchy. Like it's what they'd call a 4 on the bump scale. I was swinging around left to right like 6-7 feet at under 1,000 feet. I was having a hard time controlling my direction. There's the lift. I'm gonna go straighten it, get deeper into the core. Oh, it seems so tiny. Powerful but small. So yeah, for the first like 1,000 feet I gained, which was with the motor, I was like, do I want to be doing this? Is this smart? Like, it's so bumpy. But here over 2,000 feet, everything seems a little more subdued. It's just not as sharp, I guess. The edges in and out aren't so, they're not rocking me, they just kind of sway me, if you get the difference. I'm at 2881. So I've been about level for the last minute. Probably not level at all. I lost some and gained some. This wing I bought just for this, really. It's a beginner wing, and it's big. Some people think it's too big. I don't know. The thing about a beginner wing is if it hits bad weather or if a tip collapses or something, it should come back uneventfully. If half of I could fly with half of this wing collapsed, and everything should still be okay. Okay. So I've fallen from 2,800 to 1,600, and I was headed towards this field, sort of this one next to the lake. Do you see it on the ground there? This takes a lot of my concentration, so I'm not sure I'm filming very well. But that's like a sandy field, so I figured it would be hot. It would create some thermals for me, and I'm trying to hook a thermal and ride it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Doesn't feel awesome. It feels hot on me. I feel like I'm in a thermal, but if I was, my Vario would be beeping for me. Oh, so I've been really successful. I've just gained, wow, about 500 feet. You guys appear to be my bad luck charm, because whenever I talk to you, I'm not doing well, but when I'm off camera, I'm doing better. I know this beeping can be annoying to listen to, but to the pilot, it's like the sweet sound of lift, implying I'm doing this right. Wow, I've gained another 100 feet, like just since we started talking. I like, rocking me around. You know, I watched James Allred. He's another YouTuber. He makes great videos, but he hasn't made one in a while. And he's always so chill when he hits lift. He's like, yeah, free lift, woohoo. Maybe it's because he flies in the mountains and just like every moment of every ride is bumpy. But when I get lifted, it's like, you know, well, what do you ask for this? That's what you wanted. Whoa, fuck me. So that's another 300 feet since my last update. I'm at 2474. Ah! Rising and rising with no motor. Learning to thermal. Scaring myself. The thing about skydiving and paramotoring too, scary, is that it's amazing to do. It's a thrill. The adrenaline gets cooking, but it's not amazing to watch, right? Like skydiving, when I watch it, is just sky laying, right? It's not that much more exciting than sky sleeping. Like we've seen it before. Paramotoring, while the views are impressive, I don't know how awesome it is just to look at. I'm at 2779. I think last time, it's 300 feet since the last time we talked. I'm just just lifting. I was starting to say earlier, that it's not as simple as just like staying over a spot on the ground, because it's a tilted tornado. That's what a thermal looks like, I think. And so I'm just trying to figure out where it's tilted. When you hear it really high pitched like that, it means that it lifted extra fast. I'm at 2936. I think I'm gonna crack 3,000 if I keep doing this right. I was saying a really good guy gets up to cloud base. I'm like, I don't know why. I've been high. I just, it scares me to get that high. Like, what happens if I get to the clouds? But I'm doing it. 3130. I should be more than safe, really. If my wing somehow did go bad, it's an A-rated wing. It should sort itself out without any real pilot talent. And I've sorted out collapsed wings before, so I feel like I know how to do it to some extent. Beyond that, I have a reserve. 3,000 feet is plenty of time to both try to sort out a wing and throw a reserve. Why are you... Shit! Why are you nervous, Woody? What makes you so nervous? Is the fact that you're swinging around, changing directions, and 3471 is my current altitude. I have found a thermal. 3648. It's like getting hazy up here. I still think I have all the visibility I need to be legal, but ho ho ho. If I get to 4,000 feet, I might duck out and just glide towards home and call it a success. It's definitely cooler. Like it was kind of hot on the ground. Like it's about 90 degrees today. Even when you're sitting in the chair with all the wind going past you, it's hot wind. Up here, God, 78, something like that. Like I'm not cold, but there's a chill. 3947. I feel like as you get higher, the thermal's wider, and I'm having an easier time staying in it. Like this whole damn thing feels like a thermal. Whereas at the bottom of the cone, I had to turn sharp. I was going like through it. 4,009. I'm at 4,000 feet. This is actually the second highest I've ever been. I've been to 6,000. Yeah, I've been to 6,000 before. But I think prior to that, I'd only been to 3,600 or so. Well, this is the thing. I'm kind of getting... I don't know if I'm misusing the term cloud suck, if that's supposed to be used for more aggressive cloud suck. But I'm trying to get down and I'm still gaining altitude, so we got that going on. Oh wait, I can do big ears. So big ears are a descent technique that people use. I need to get a better bite. This should help me get down. I'm at 3,800. Changing because I'm not steering where I want to steer. But alright, so now I know that big ears can kind of overpower this lift if I want it to. I'll check in with you guys later. I'm going to head back towards my house. But dude, success. Like I feel like I know how to thermal. I had mixed success today, really. If I was a paraglider, the fact that it took me like 4 or 5 tries to find a thermal would be somewhat discouraging. Yeah, the fact that I did find one, and I could have ridden it to cloud base if I was inclined, that's kind of neat. Now I'm just gliding back towards home. Not sure I'm making forward progress. So I'm headed into the wind. I am, I think. Yeah, I'm going forward. Alright, well I got plenty of gas, plenty of altitude. I'll be up here for a while, pretty much like it or not. I'll check in with you guys shortly. Alright, so now I need to land this thing. That's my house over there. You can kind of see there's a circle in front of it. It's the middle one with the bigger yard. Anyway, normally when I come in for a landing, I like almost challenge myself. Like I'm gonna do a spot landing. I'm not gonna touch the throttle from like here until I get to the ground. But today is not a vanilla landing. Today's a little bit rocky road. So I'm going to give myself every advantage and set myself up for success so that so I can land safely. Use the motor to put myself right where I want to be if that's the case. If I land this thing on my feet in the middle of a turbulent day like this, then that'll be a big success. I do expect to land on my feet, by the way. My friend gave me magnets for these risers, so I don't have to deal with these damn snaps. But I haven't installed them yet. Okay, what I might do once I get to where I want to be is spiral some. And that's another way to lose altitude. 1440. I'm losing it overall. So 1237, I've lost 200 feet. Ground level's at 280-ish. So I'm about 1,000 feet off the ground right now, trying to get down. Shit, I've gained like 20 feet in the last minute. I'm trying to lose altitude. See, I think paragliders are really used to this. And they're always flying midday, so they hit lift and sink, and they're really comfortable with it. But a paramotorist tends to seek out the calmest, nicest air. So I'm not used to doing anything but what I mean to do. 800 feet. So I'm gonna let these trimmers out. Prepare for landing. Might also help me lose altitude. The mulching looks nice. We mulched the house. I might land on this pass. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Let's get my turn in. I'd like to get past the driveway and then on the ground. That was pro. That was great. All right. What a day. Whew. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was a hell of an experience for me. Road lift from like nothing to 4,000 feet. Struggled to get home, struggled to get down. Nailed the landing. Everything was good. Whew. Enjoy the outro.
Multi-million-dollar deals got $1 million deal. When I was younger, I would wonder how $1 million feel. And for real, it feel like I ain't even broke a seal. Cause when you drop hits, they want you to pick up the bill. Now my life is in Maryland, my heart is in Chicago. New York state of mind, but out LA, man, that's where I go. When I need to lay this shit down, so much on my mind, that's the reason I'm spitting now.